This is YSM Sports Media. Want to thank you for all your love and support. Really appreciate it. We wouldn't be able to do this without you. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now and click the notification button for all future content. BamBam Monroe, what's good, bro?
What's going on, bro?
Oh, man. Chilling, man. What you got going on today?
What was that?
What you got going on today?
Today, I just got done training. I got to go home, get a shower, and then I got to run my martial arts school until about 9 o'clock tonight.
Oh, wait. You box and do MMA?
I own a martial arts school, so I teach Taekwondo, kickboxing, and then I train boxing. I also teach it, but Taekwondo is my bread and butter. It's been like 21 years of that shit.
Is that what you first started out with?
Yeah, about 3 years old, I had the kicking pads on. I was out there kicking the shit out of people. 8 years old, I fought my first nationals, had my black belt. Now I'm working on my 4th degree. That's really my whole teaching life is the Taekwondo, and then the boxing's my passion. I'm just trying to go out there and knock motherfuckers out.
All right, so is Taekwondo what you first started off with, or did you start off with like karate or?
It was Taekwondo.
Taekwondo.
When I came home from the hospital, I went straight to a belt testing when I was born. It was my brother's belt testing. My dad left me in the car, but that was the short thing. He came back out and got me.
What's the biggest difference between MMA and boxing?
Boxing, you're gonna get more brain injuries. You're gonna get hit in the head a lot more, so you have to focus more on moving your head and throwing the hands. MMA, I feel you got a little more. You got more ways to relax, but there's also more variables in there. There's more shit that you can get hit with that you're not expecting. But if I'm tired, I can grab you and start wrestling with you instead of just standing there and get my fucking head beat in. You know, boxing, you get tired, you put your hands down, you're gonna get beat down. At least with MMA, you can grab them, but then you gotta worry about getting cut up, elbow to knee. So they both have their tough spots and things that make it a little easier.
Is it hard trying to shake off the muscle memory from martial arts while you're boxing?
First time I sparred boxing, I didn't know what the hell was going on. They put me with a kid that had a couple fights. He started throwing punches on me, and I threw a roundhouse kick in the middle of the sparring match. Everyone started like freaking the fuck out. But after that, no, it's all been the same. The only thing that'll change is like I'll use my Taekwondo footwork in boxing, or I'll use my little wrestling shit. If somebody can box better than me and they're a little more swirly and elusive, then I can start grabbing them, wrestling around, throwing little short uppercuts. Because that's how I wrestle. I was a little asshole putting in cross faces and shit, trying to take your nose off.
Now, you're amateur boxer. How many fights do you have?
I got 6 fights.
6 fights?
Yeah.
How many do you want to turn pro, or you still just want to?
That's the goal.
That's the goal.
That's the goal. Yeah.
But how long do you think you'll have? How many fights do you think you'll be comfortable with before you turn?
I used to put a number to it. You know, thinking like, all right, I'm gonna get 30 fights, 25 fights, something like that. But the way I'm thinking about it is, if I can hang with these killers that are in here, then I can hang with any amateurs. So as soon as I'm ready to take that step into the pros, if I'm already at that caliber, fuck it, the fight number don't matter.
Okay. Around what's your weight? Because you look kind of stuck.
Right now I'm like 145. I fight 132.
You say you fight at 152?
132.
Oh, 132. I was about to say.
I don't want to fight them giants.
132. So in the pros, what would that be? Like 126 or 130?
Right? Probably like 130. Unless Javante's still fighting, I'll hop down a little bit.
All right. So I'm seeing a lot of MMA guys crossing over into boxing, right? Do you feel like that's a good idea or a bad idea?
I mean, it's cool. It's bringing more eyes to the sport, and hopefully the MMA guys will get in there with some real boxers, and they'll learn the difference in the sports. Pro MMA guy's not going to beat a pro boxer in a boxing ring, and vice versa. James Toney didn't do too hot. UFC was a killer in the boxing ring.
Jake Paul, Tyrone Woodley. Tyrone Woodley's crossing over. Even though Jake Paul's not really a professional.
Yeah, he's amateur. Yeah. I got more fights than him.
What's your thoughts on that fight?
I mean, Tyrone Woodley wasn't doing too hot in UFC, but he fought at the top caliber fighter in MMA. I think the pressure that he's used to and the hands he's used to throwing with those guys, that'll put him above it. I don't think that Jake Paul will survive in the deep waters with him. Just take him out there and fucking drown him.
Now, Tyron is what, a welterweight in UFC?
Yeah, I think so.
And Jake Paul's like a cruiserweight. Do you think the size difference is going to be a factor?
I mean, it didn't really matter for Mayweather and Logan. That's it. Hey, skills pay the bills.
What challenges does Tyron have with transferring over? Like you've already done it.
Yeah.
And this will be his first time.
I think just staying relaxed and not rushing into the shots. You see a lot of the UFC guys will rush forward, throwing punches, and then try to shoot for the takedown or the grappling. And his issues in the past couple fights are him just kind of laying back and trying to collect points and keep it safe. I think with Jake Paul, he just needs to put the pressure on him, beat that motherfucker down.
Is there a difference in blocking the punches? You know, the gloves are a lot bigger in boxing as opposed to MMA gloves.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. They're out there with their hands totally open and they're doing a lot of parries and shit. it's a totally different thing. You're also dealing with a lot smaller gloves, so you're getting them in a little quicker, so they got to put the guard out a little more to kind of keep the person back. So I see John Jones always sticking that hand out there and occasionally poking somebody in the eye.
What's your overall prediction for that fight?
Hopefully Tyron by knockout. That's what my heart's saying. If Jake Paul wins, I'll be mad as hell.
Why? You not Jake Paul fan?
Nah, just because he has all these people thinking boxing's some easy shit, and it's not. It's just rough. It's rough. I've never had experienced anything like this before I got in a boxing ring.
Yeah. Is this the hardest sport out of all the martial arts?
Boxing and wrestling is the hardest work. Yeah, we run so we puke in both. But I think getting your head beat in is a little worse.
Do you, like you said, he has everybody thinking boxing is a joke, right?
Yeah.
Do you think that this is going to get, because of Jake Paul's success, do you think this is going to get like a regular person hurt?
I don't know if it'll get hurt. Hopefully it inspires them to get in the gym. You know, I don't want to shy anybody away from boxing. I just want people to know, like, yeah, this shit's legit. And you hop in the gym for a couple months, it doesn't make you a professional boxer. He should have to, like, go through the amateurs and do all the bullshit that we had to do to get there, rather than just hop in and making all these millions of dollars. But you can't hate the guy. If I could do it, I would do it.
Thanks, man. I appreciate
no problem, bro.